Good morning. I knew he'd come up. I set a trap and you fell for it. I set a trap. You fell for it.
Oh, you just look so bloody lonely.
Only the lonely.
Oh, that's what I was going to sing when I first came up. Was only the lonely. Da 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 da. Hey,
I think I
who
actually hit the
that?
my friend Trisha.
Trisha.
She's in the next room. She came down for the weekend to New York City.
Well, at least she's right. It is morning. It's 21 past 12.
It's
Sunday
9:21
morning.
here. I predict Hank coming here soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good Lord. If only I was so sure of backing the Melbourne Cup winner.
Well, you're watching and Trisha's watching and I'm watching. Oh, what did I say? It did I fucking
How
call
am
it?
I still Gregory Mauler? What the
I
fuck?
called it, right? I said the next one gonna be up is be Hank. Boom, there he is.
You said Beetlejuice's name 3 times and boom.
Hello, Hank Fitter.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
You have Frankfurters, I have Hank Fitter.
Frankfurter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Hank, what'd you have for breakfast?
I haven't had breakfast yet.
Starting a diet today.
I've got to wait a little bit longer before I can take my meds and eat.
I put on 25 pounds. I'm now 175 pounds. I want to get back to 150.
Yeah.
So, Gregory, what are you doing this morning?
Not a great deal. Enjoying the peace and quiet. The kid finally moved out with the grandchildren the other day. So
You said the team go?
I give it a
yes.
I give it a week before you're complaining because the house is too quiet.
Oh no, that's the best part. Bub is just starting to go into teething. So yeah, no, I'm not missing that noise.
No, thank you.
The last couple of kids wasn't a problem because I'd be away doing interstate, so I'd miss all that. And but now that I'm retired, I'm sitting at home, and all I can hear is kids screaming and people arguing, and yeah, and getting to be a cranky old man. I don't like it.
I just told Doofy I was live because he's like, go live. You know, well, Doofy, I'm here.
He won't come up. He's
he
too
never comes up.
scarred.
He can't get it up.
It was like when he used to be on Masshole, and he'd just sit there.
Hi,
He wouldn't
Angel.
say a word.
Well, you see, MOD still trying to fan the flames.
Oh, yeah. Minister of Destruction. Yeah. What the fuck his name is?
News Now, Preston.
Yeah. I'm so past it. Like, whatever the fuck happens. All right, whatever. It's you two people. What else we got? Who's on now? Oh, that was me. Yeah, well, listen, there's always going to be agitators, there's always going to be rabble rousers. Somebody's always going to fucking pull gasoline on a fire. Always.
And if you're not looking.
Especially when you're not looking. But it's okay. I'm not going to go nuts about it, but listen, I'm going to live my life.
At least it's stopped raining here for a little while.
I think we're going to get it.
No, we're due thunderstorms and crap today. Later today.
I like thunderstorms.
Yeah, no, this is a tropical area, so tropical thunderstorms are really cool. Very violent, very electrical.
Tropic Thunder was a great movie.
Yeah, I love that movie, man.
I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
I'm a lead farmer.
Talk about taking character acting to the nth degree.
Hey, Pat.
I am black. I am black.
I'm trying to hide what I'm eating, Angel, because I know you don't like when I eat them, but I'm fucking starving. I'm taking a Metarex bar. I hate insomnia too. I suffer from it really, really bad. So when I feel tired, I have to go to bed immediately because if I fight through it, I'm up for the rest of the night. It's one of those things that suck.
If I can't get to sleep by daylight, I give up on sleeping for the day.
Hello, Doofy. How are you?
Hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clarice. It'll be quick pro quo, us, Clarice. We can't even say that. It's too early in the morning.
For animals.
Did you just say prick probe crow?
I'm not drunk. I haven't been drinking. It's too early in the morning for this. Quick pro quo.
Quid
pro
quo.
Hi, Prestonic.
Doing it for free. Equal.
I would have done my whole career for free. I had that much fun.
Hey, Pat.
They could have made money off of me. I would have paid them to do the job. Quid. Thank you, Angel. Thank you.
Don't your cops have to buy their own bullets?
Yeah, but when you're saying it, it was sounding like you're saying quick crow.
I was saying quick, so thank you, Angel, for fixing me. She fixed me. Yeah, well, my Latin fucking sucks. You know why? Because it's not Latin. Well, my English sucks. I can't English either.
Quid pro quo is Latin.
Yeah, I know, but making fun of myself, so.
Oh, okay.
My Latin sucks. Well, it's not Latin, you asshole. It's Italian. Fuck! Can't win! Yeah, so I got my mom's birthday today.
Hey, Lou.
Your mom?
My mom's. We're going to some restaurant in Staten Island that they scream happy birthday louder than I am. I hate the restaurant. I hate that fucking place. It just doesn't stop.
Just take your microphone, turn it all the way up, and you can out loud them.
How old's mum?
Like you do to us all the time.
She's the year before death. She's the year before the expiration date.
I gather the ink isn't dried on the will then.
Everybody knows me and my mother don't get along, so she holds me accountable for my two brothers becoming cops. So she had so much more planned for them. They only became cops like you. You're only a fucking cop.
Yeah, well,
you miserable bastard.
In between script shutting down and you going live, I was catching up on Ukraine.
What'd they blow up now?
Jesus.
The video I watched, it was there was a Russian Su-27 shot down, and one of their I think it's an Ka-25, the dual rotor helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
The tandem rotor, or they've got rotors stacked up.
Oh, not like a Sikorsky. Yeah, I know what you're. Yeah.
Russians really must regret arming the buggers with S-400 anti-aircraft guns, missiles.
Well, what's really giving them hell is the Stingers.
Stingers always will, because they can come out of anywhere. They're there for a second. They fire.
Yeah,
it's all close range shit.
The S-400s are mobile, but they're not as mobile as
No. Oh, Christ, no. Have you seen how much crap is attached to an S-400? Oh, my Lord. There's a targeting truck. There's a radar truck. There's another truck that does some other strange shit. And then there's half a dozen trucks that carry the missiles.
The Russians have an all-in-one. It's got the radar unit and the missiles on it. There's one.
Makes it a dangerous piece of shite.
Well, the Ukrainians have captured at least a few of them.
I was watching something on it, some guy doing a simulation where he had three mates flying F-16s, and they were going up with all the different anti-aircraft weapons that the Russians have had since the end of World War II, and it gets up to the S-400s, mate. And it just blows them all out of the sky.
Good morning, Art. How are you? Thank you for the
It's scary.
the fucking the generous way you put it. Like, good morning, Dutch. Good evening, Greg. You guys separated for us. Very sensitive man. And he said good morning to Hank too. Thank you, Art. That's a man who takes it to the next level. That's the guy who cares. That guy right there. He cares.
Doofy, being famous in your own mind is called being a legend in your own lunchbox here.
The only place Doofy's famous is in the anus.
Well, that anus is famous. It is.
All the guys in Boston can tell you all about it.
Common gossip, evidently.
No, I would never have thought to do the good morning, good evening thing. I'm like, it's good morning in New York. It's good morning everywhere else.
It's actually good morning here and good evening over there.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning here.
Out. It's 12:30 in the morning here.
So we're both in the morning.
Yeah, but today's Sunday, so I have to drink more rum.
Well, they're not 9 hours behind us. They're
ahead. We're in the future. Don't bother getting out of bed, people. I saw that day. It
fucking sucks. I've been here. It sucks.
Trust me.
Greg, what's the weather tomorrow? I'm trying to plan what I'm going to wear.
Oh, it's going to be pissing down rain. About 3 o'clock, our usual time. It'll bucket down for about half an hour, flood half the city, and then piss off and come back tomorrow.
Amazingly, yeah, that's about what the weather's supposed to be here.
Yep. It's you can imagine we've had phenomenal amount of rain in the last week or two, and so everything's soaked. The ground's saturated. If it rains, there's nowhere for it to go. It's not going into the ground. It's got to run off. So flash flooding, and we've had once in a 1,000-year flood event is what the Weather Bureau is describing it as.
Well, it's better than the whole countryside burning down like it was a few years back.
Hey, look, when this rain stops, that's the next problem, is because all the grass will grow and the bush will grow and it'll be lovely and green, and then it'll die, and then we'll be back to bushfires. Land of flooding, burning plains. It's Australia. We live here.
Well, get those Sheilas to wax.
Oh no, they're mean, them women. No, don't piss them lot off.
Well, it'll take
Australia, the land down under, where women roar and men thunder. Dutch, you're muted.
Hey, Cheeky, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. How's everything? Thank you.
Hey, Cheeky.
Trying to break down the chewing noises for you guys.
Well, actually, it's mainly those Turkish drones that are blowing the crap out of the Russian armor.
And they just gave more to them.
Yeah.
It's not just the Turkish drones.
Oh no! I mean,
it's the thousands upon thousands of man-portable fucking
over-the-shoulder bang devices.
Yep. You've got America supplied the Javelin. Stella's coming from Germany.
Shit.
They got a French carrier in the Black Sea now.
What do you think the chances are that we are looking at the beginning of the Third World War? Not nuclear. I mean, honestly, only a lunatic would press the button. I mean, it's annihilation for all of us.
Well,
Biden's a lunatic, so
it's not hard to see.
He's got his finger on the button.
If everybody else gets distracted, what's some of the crazy countries going to do, like North Korea
or China? I mean, if this
I don't see China
coordinated between Russia and China.
I don't see China or Russia being the first ones to use nuclear.
Well, I don't know. you've got to remember that the Russian military stance, as far as nuclear is concerned, is first strike. It's not defensive; they're offensive, and they believe that using limited field tactical nuclear devices, that they could get away with it. Because what are we going to do? We're going to annihilate ourselves. It's a real teaser. Who in their right mind would press the button?
Reagan.
Honestly. Oh well. Oh Ronnie, but Ronnie wasn't in his fucking right mind, was he?
Trump would have done it too.
Someone has stole the president's brain. I remember that great skit show that used to be from America with the American Ronald Reagan was portrayed as a chimpanzee, the chimp that he played with.
Bobo?
In the movies. Bobo or whatever it was, yeah. And Bobo was actually the president of the United States. It was fucking hilarious.
Well, if Biden might push the button thinking it's a nurse call button.
That was by accident.
Thankfully, unlike Putin, he doesn't actually have a physical button he can press to blow the place up. Putin actually is sole command of a strike.
So what is it? The French brought a whatchamacallit in there, a carrier to the Black Sea. Were they delivering it to Russia? They're just going to give it up?
Well, if they follow the usual tract in wars, they will.
Well, we brought it to you. Don't need to come to us. We brought it to you.
They've been turning around Russian bombers.
It's gotten that far. This is not a skirmish anymore. Are we in a war yet?
Well, I think what we're looking at is what happened with the Second World War. Is we're in the false war period.
Oh, it's not really a war. It's not really a war. It's not real. Oh my God, it's a war.
Yeah. Everyone's saying we're not at war, but reality is we're going there.
Yeah. Hey, Kill Time, what's going on, my man?
Well, we just need to hold off actually being at war until we get all of our. It's not a quick thing to get our armor back into Europe.
Shit, no. She'd never have taken the bloody shit out in the first case. I mean, I'm not for American expansion, but shite, your army should have been sitting in Germany right now with the forces that they had in the Cold War.
When the Germans wanted their land back, we should have taken the offer of Poland, Hungary, and a few other newcomers to NATO.
Well, I mean, honestly, if Putin gets away with knocking Ukraine off, Lithuania, Estonia, all of those places are next. Moldova or whatever it's called. They're all next.
We should just rent the garage space and park all the tanks in the garage in Germany. Just came back when we needed them. Take the cover off.
Shit. Well, I mean, I mean, like nobody wants a bloody war. But
Kill Time, I read your comment. Yeah, the comment you're probably talking about I probably missed, but I read that you were there. Hank, are you with the young lady?
I know. I'm just turning off the smart lights.
Oh.
You don't want people to see the young lady?
I don't want people to know I have smart lights. I'm going to plug my dumb light bulbs in.
Well, rather than having to get my lazy ass up and walk over and turn off a light, got the smart bulbs.
Got to get the clapper.
Getting the clap is not something you want. The dreaded drip of gonorrhea.
Duchess is progressed into the standing ovations.
The only problem is when you're with the young lady on the couch going at it, the lights going on and off. Like,
they do say that the in the tertiary stage of venereal disease, that one of the first symptoms is the rapid loss of hair. But there's no smile coming from Dutch.
Yeah, but I get plenty of hair down my back.
Yes, I've
you
been
haven't-
meaning to talk to you about.
You're not losing your hair. Your hair's just retreating.
Yeah. Gravity.
It ain't taxable. We're on a fucking full-out fucking running spree backwards.
That's all right. I spent 27 years of my life with not a single hair on my chest. The number of girlies that knocked me back going, I prefer men with hair on their chest. And then I finally got chest hair, and it became unfashionable, and everyone started shaving their chest hair off. I mean, what the fuck? Took all this time to grow some fucking hair, and now it's not fashionable?
No. Nope.
Can't win a trick. If it was raining whores, I'd get a bloody puff.
If it was raining horse, you get one with a key with sex.
Well, as the old saying goes, if it was raining bloody $50 bills, I'd get a summons.
Well, Kate was in a carload of folks heading over to Connie's house last night.
Oh, no.
Masshole Kate?
Yes, she was bringing. She had Sasha in tow. Sasha was going to throw her titties on Connie's back.
Oh, they didn't post it. They did it live, right? And they just took it down.
I watched a little bit of Connie Cocksmack, and Kate was on Connie's show.
Connie Cocksmack. That's not Rebel, right?
No, that is Andrew reposting or mirroring his
channel.
show.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where I go, and when Connie's e-begging for marijuana, I will throw donations on Connie Cocksmack of things like,
oh my God,
Connie, you don't have any weed. Is that pissing you off? Thump 32, bitch.
Fuck, you're an asshole. It's good, but you're an asshole.
And no more deserving fool than Connie.
Never gonna get it. No.
I mean,
his goal was $60, so I sent $60 to Andrew so he could take Ace B out to dinner.
Priceless, fucking priceless. Can't make this shit up.
Connie doxed Andrew and Ace B's address. Somebody sent him over pizza, paid for.
Did he eat it?
Oh yeah. He was
Never
asking
eat
Connie to
strange
keep
food sent by strangers.
Well, it was from Domino's, so it's not that strange.
Yeah.
Domino, motherfucker. I have Domino's once in a while. I mean, I live in the pizza capital of the world in Staten Island, but I like Domino's. They brings back college days.
We have Domino's.
Well,
too.
if you're gonna order food for somebody that's not in your area, you might as well go with something you know that's there.
Commercial, yeah.
Like,
Hey, Tonic went live last night. He put out a show 3 hours ago.
It ended 3 hours ago.
Yes, it ended 3 hours ago, yeah.
It went for hours.
Yeah,
4 hours, 8 minutes,
I
and
was
29
actually
seconds.
asleep before midnight last night. It was a rare occasion.
Guy bailed out at midnight on the panel. I'm like, I'm done. I went on a rant. I'm like, I'm fucking done. I shouldn't just, I was tired. Way past my bedtime.
What could be interesting in Sydney at the moment? Sydney is the second largest gay capital of the world.
Oh my
I
God.
just thought I'd throw that in.
Oh, guys, get your firearms ready. Get your mace ready. Get your nightsticks ready. Put on a helmet because she's here. She's here.
Hello.
Hi, Rogue.
Look, it's the devil's bitch herself.
Holy.
I am telling them to get their guns ready, their nightsticks, their mace, put on a
Oh,
helmet, and
heck, I
fucking
love
guns
you,
like
dude.
Greg's like, it's Rogue. Yeah, it's Rogue. Load your rifle, boys. It's Rogue.
I
Fuck.
think Greg. I'm pretty sure Greg said that before the second you started. It was just, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, it was funny.
Yeah. No point using bullets. It ain't gonna kill it.
Fellas, put your
Oh,
jockstrap
man.
on. Rogue is here.
Wooden stake or nothing.
No, wooden stakes don't work. Been there, done that.
Call the fucking exorcist, please.
I've had 2 of my exes assure me they're coming to my funeral to drive a stake through my heart to ensure I don't get back up.
No, there's some bitch running around putting 666 after everybody's name, and I'm like, bitch, get in line. I earned those fucking digits. Fuck
You
you.
reckon
You
that's
can't be
bad?
throwing
I've
them
got-
around like that tomorrow. No.
I've got Gregory Mauler.
I didn't do
Oh
that. That
no.
wasn't me. That
I know
wasn't
he
me.
came. Every time I go on
Rogue.
YouTube now, it comes up.
Hello.
Rogue.
Hank. Yes, darling.
we're at a ceasefire. That means don't go
No,
to
Hank, it was broke last night by her. It was bad.
She can kiss my motherfucking black ass. I don't care.
No. But
You,
know what,
said
Hank?
it was broken.
Yeah, well, I'm a bigger man than he is. Or they are. Where'd you go?
Rogue, have you ever
Rogue.
thought of anal bleaching? It'll stop it being black.
She's back. I did not kick you, Rogue. I did not kick you, Rogue. Rogue, please forgive me, Rogue. I did not kick you. Please don't beat me up. I did not kick you.
Hoochie hoo.
Hello, Hoochie baby.
Hi,
Hoochie.
Bobby.
He's
Hooch.
a big old baby tonight.
Baby boy.
I saw that.
Not for nothing.
Two
That is a
grown-ass
good
men
looking
on
dog.
my stream screaming at each other like they were fucking bitches. I was over it. I told them to go and fucking sort it out and come back when they got over their period.
Hey, why don't you make Hooch your avatar?
I did.
That picture you just had of him he's a great looking dog.
I know, he's a beautiful boy.
She doesn't want competition.
No, the Hellfire Flames kind of do it for me at the moment.
Oh, God, yeah.
To get you
Told ya.
moist. They make you moist, Rogue.
No, you the moist one, Myrtle.
Is that your
You
middle
moist
name?
Myrtle, don't lie, I'll turn you on, Myrtle.
Peter Myrtle McCartney.
He started that.
Holy shit. Hank, I know what you're talking about now. I'm so sorry I did it to you, Hank.
What?
What? Did we miss
All of a
it?
sudden, the volume kicked on my fucking headset.
Oh, okay. You're
It
welcome.
was normal, and then it was like,
Don't lie, you'll miss me. Fuck you.
where you going?
No, I didn't say I was going anywhere. I said you'll miss me. Hey, chicken
We're
monkey.
working on our aim. Don't worry.
Hey, Clash.
I was about
No,
to say,
like I
not
went
with-
from
not with
mate
the
of mine
latest
stream.
optics we're using, we're not going to miss.
Hey, Thomas.
No, I went from a stream of my mates where this guy was trying to educate me about females, which was fucking hilarious to me. And then he went
What
from
a
0 to
fool.
100 and got his panties twisted so fucking fast. I just kicked him off and I told his mate to go and sort themselves out. I was over it. It was too hard. I tried to pretend like I cared, but I was lying.
I fixed you. I fixed you there, Greg.
It's, you missed.
VEGEMITE. Get it right, bitch.
Yeah.
Does it really
Come on.
fucking matter?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna use a word I know how to spell. Okay.
Or
I'm gonna
you
use a
could
word.
just turn around and go vaginamite, which is pretty much what we all say.
Yeah. Vagina.
Just type in vaginamite, he's good.
The Vegemite doesn't smell fishy. Peanut butter. It's peanut paste, not peanut butter.
You
Hey,
fucking
nice
Australians are such fucking prima donnas. Can't make you happy.
No,
We
we're
just
just
like to speak English.
Yeah. Well, we
I
don't
am-
actually speak English there, dude. We speak Australian. There's a difference.
Well, that's true.
It's like America speaks American.
Yeah,
English
we
are just
noticed.
fucked up in the head. They're poofters. And we speak the true language.
Oh my God.
Have you ever heard of the famous Gurkha soldier called Gunda Gin?
Mess with my name, Dutch, and it is war.
He was interviewed by the BBC in India.
You don't want any of this
he was
right now,
at
Dutch.
the officers' quarters, and they said, "Gunderkin, what do the officers do after hours to pass the time?" And he said, "They bugger each other, sir."
Hey,
They fuck each other.
Greg,
Yes.
if you gotta tell the woman that you just ate her, you're doing it wrong.
Gary, I hate you, baby.
I was in here laughing. Oh my god!
So how did his
What
balls
can I
taste,
say?
Dutch?
My name is Felicio Honduras.
I could do this all day.
Yeah, and don't forget, I don't sleep, so try me. I can make your life hell, boy. Don't even.
I'm not doing you. Look, Rogue, I learned my lesson. I don't fuck with you.
A mere ocean and a continent separate you. Do not piss her off.
Hey, Bert.
Oh, fucking yeah. Well, I'm not pissing her off. I get phone calls all night from a private number.
I kill him, time buster. Sorry. No, because he knows that most days I have nothing better to do than harass him.
No, she texted me 45 minutes one day for 45. I mean, straight 45.
Yeah.
D-I-N-G. Like each letter was all you heard on my phone when you walking through the mall was ding, ding, ding.
What the fuck
I'm like,
D-I-N-G spell?
Ding.
ding.
Ding. Oh!
You ain't been drinking tonight, have you much, Lola?
For 45 minutes. I'm at the guy with the Apple store, and I'm trying to fucking show him something.
Everybody was fucking laughing their asses off because they knew I was sending you pictures of chicks with a dick, and your face just kept getting redder and redder and redder. He's just going, I give up, I'm never fucking with you again.
But I'm at the Apple store with my phone trying to give it to the Apple guy so he will repair the phone. And she's sending dick pics. Chicks with dicks to me. And he's like, oh, this is for you. Oh, this one's for you. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Funny.
It's my mentally disturbed friend from Australia.
And not yet at that point, he went, oh, Australian, fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
We
Understandable.
understand.
Look at how red his face is right now.
Because I can't figure out how many
thinking about
how you found so many chicks with dick pics to send.
It
There
was
was like
easy.
fucking,
I typed it into Google and then hit images.
there was like 30 of
Trust
them.
me.
I
we're
know, you're
very
welcome.
cautious here in Australia before we take a woman to bed.
Yeah, they check under the hood.
It pays to check.
By the end of her barrage, I'm like, I feel pretty inadequate right now. I don't think I measure up.
Hey, you started that war. It wasn't me. I told you, you do this or it's war. You didn't do it. It
the
was
worrying
war.
part is a bunch of blokes who are taking hormone drugs to shrink their dicks is threatening to you.
Yeah, they even have bigger dicks than you still.
let me capitalize on this moment.
Hang on, sunshine. I'll
You
put
can't
that
capitalize
behind
on
me
shit, but
here
go
and
ahead.
smoke it later.
I'm going to capitalize this. You took a fucking plant, you dressed it up as a steak, and you sent it to me, and you said, guess what this is? You set me up for that war.
And you
It looked
still
like
didn't believe me it was Satan.
It looked like fucking a steak. It looked like a fucking barbecue
It's
sauce on
Satan.
it.
I told you, it was Satan.
It's fucking steak. You ate a plant steak. And this is what this whole 40-something chicks with dick pics over a plant disguised as a steak. Thank you, Rogue. That was...
That shit was funny.
I didn't feel...
I declare war with my friends over the stupidest shit just because I
I
can.
would have loved to have seen your face when you were dealing with the guy from the Apple store.
That's what I felt bad
This is
for.
yours.
That's why I personally
But
thought it
I
was
love
extremely...
that the dude just turns around and goes, I think these are for you.
I thought it was fucking personally funny, but the Apple guy, I'm looking at his face like...
He's looking at you like you're a pervert.
I don't know
He's like,
what
is
you're
this dude gonna try and pay me in dick after?
I don't know what you're into, brother, but this is pretty kinky shit. Fucking Jesus Christ.
The
It's like, I don't know
noise,
her.
the frapping noise you heard as you were leaving the kiosk was him getting the hand sterilizer out, going, "Oh my god, I touched his phone."
Do you that moment that somebody fucks up and they look at panic on their faces? So the phone goes, ding! I was like,
I was in tears, man. I was laughing my fucking ass off because I knew exactly what was going on. The other day it was like I'm at the doctor's and I'm going, is that supposed to stop me?
yeah. I'm with the cardiologist. Okay.
I'm sending him photos of like rectal
cardiologist. That's a really flash name for the VD doctor.
I know, but I'm sending him photos of being like violated by a doctor's thumb and shit, and he's just not appreciating it. He's like, your blood pressure's up, and he's going, "Hello, have you met Rogue?"
And now a word from our sponsors.
Oh my lord. The Irish have even invaded the bloody empire.
I know, right?
We are the fucking bloody
we
empire.
cannot be trusted. Let us anywhere and we're going to fuck the place up.
No, I'm trying to take it easy because I drove him to the brink of a heart attack, let him calm down, then do it all over because it's fun.
No, it was kind of fucking. Listen, Rogue, I can embarrass myself.
Now.
I don't need you to embarrass me. I
can't embarrass myself. You miss it.
You know, it'd be really good if he got one of those heart monitors that Artie used to use. So we can watch his heart rate.
Oh, that fucking
dramatically
funny
increase
as hell.
and drop and increase and drop.
It's like, guess who's texting me? Look at my blood pressure.
195, you'll die. No, 189.
Killing Time has it perfect right here. When the guy looked at me, hit back my phone, I'm like, "Oh, you're not gonna believe this fucking shit. This is bitch in Australia." Okay, I really don't believe it. I don't believe you. I don't believe it. I just took him just 5 seconds ago. Come back you.
You did. Somebody just said, "Have you taken your meds today?" Because you probably should.
I did already. I just took them.
You're lucky it wasn't.
See,
me,
I'm a daily reminder. You miss me.
What is her name, John?
Hi, Julie. How are you? You're a daily reminder because if I don't take my fucking blood pressure medication, I'm gonna fucking die talking to you.
I like how I'm quiet for a couple of days and he starts panicking, and I'm just like, okay, let's run with this.
Give us a bit of a clue before you die of a heart attack, so I can start recording. Fuck, man, that's click and view. Fucking go. So if you really want to drop dead on YouTube, please.
And he thinks that what I've been doing to me is bad, and I'm like, dude, no, I've been treating you on a mate level. You really want to piss me off? See what happens.
I don't want to fucking piss you off.
We have to renegotiate that. 30% of the take is a bit rough. 25 sounds reasonable.
It's like my ex-wife, my divorce. She wants 40% of my pension. I'm like, no.
There's the second heart attack.
You get the house. Fuck off. That's it.
I don't have the house. The house burned down. I'm fucked. No, I'm fine.
That matchbox in your hand and the can of petrol was nothing.
Oh, Lord, that shit's funny.
Irish stock, a Jewish stock take, was it?
Jewish lightning. That's what they call it. Jewish lightning. Yeah.
Jewish stock take. Burn everything.
Fucking Artie's here. Artie.
Uncle Artie.
Artie?
Yes, Uncle Artie's cool.
Julie the bookie worm. You know, a bookie here in Australia is illegal.
Bookie's illegal in the United States too. But Julie was teaching me Japanese, and I was doing pretty good. She's putting all these words in, I was trying to pronounce them, fucking butchering that language. I made it my own.
I'm glad you just don't do it in American as well, then. Good on you.
Farty Uncle Artie. Yeah, we heard that fucking name before.
Hey, Dutch, I think I found one of your St. Patty's Day photos.
Here we go.
Oh, please show.
I'm gonna fuck it. Now, word from our sponsors.
You ain't got no sponsors.
Apparently, I go to AA, so I have sponsors. I have a sponsor.
Oh,
I
okay.
tell you what, you look quite good in tartan.
Good.
Oh
That's,
my lord.
I didn't know you had legs like that, mate.
Those stockings are impressive, let alone those heels, man. I can't walk in heels. Fuck that shit.
Oh no, look, that's his dad. No,
It's not
that's him on
practical.
the left. Back when he had hair.
I'm
No,
going to Australia.
he'd have a bigger belly. He'd be pregnant looking.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Will. How are you?
Well, the one on the right looks a bit pregnant.
Yeah, true. But the boobs are too big for him.
Well, she's pregnant.
The
swollen.
princess in the middle, however, it just suits Dutch.
Yeah,
I
I was
hate you.
trying to avoid mentioning that one.
I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. I just fucking
You're
hate
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
We
I
live
want you
in
to know
fear.
Hey,
that I'm
Gregory, have you heard that he's moving with the LDSs now?
LDSs.
Little dick syndromes. He's just never going to talk to me again. I'm like, okay.
Don't take it to heart, cheerio boy.
No, it's Tic Tac Dick.
Tic tac dick. I heard a rumor that he shaves his pubes and pulls the one that bleeds.
Please, yeah, I know, right? He's going, why the fuck did I let 2 Aussies off here? The fuck was I thinking?
bit of pepper and tweezers and grab.
Oh, and the magnifying glass. Don't forget the magnifying glass so I can catch it when it sneezes with the tweezers.
Will, you having a better day than I am because I got the shit show going on right now. Matter of fact, when I'm done with this, I'm going to change the title of this thing to Shit Show. The Shit Show.
You know, Andrew's going to get very upset. You're stealing the shit show?
Fuck you, killing time. I know exactly where it is. I still feel like grabbing it right now. Well, not myself.
Please, no masturbating on YouTube.
Oh, my sides hurt. You
Can't
fuckers.
get clicks and views for that.
So somebody sent me a
No,
picture.
but that's why we want to get all the clicks and views when he dies of a heart attack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
somebody
totally
sent-
good.
So somebody sent me a picture of Cyrax with the stylus up his ass.
That dude, seriously, he's got no fucking shoulders. He just came out fucking swoosh, didn't he?
Oh, I would much rather see
Oh,
the
that's
stylus up
funny.
his ass than the Batman fidget spinner in his beehole.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I was told that he had it recently. Apparently, he stuck the stylus down his dick and sent it to an underage girl without knowing
Yeah.
it was an underage girl.
That was about
Oh,
the
look.
same time as the Batman fidget spinner.
Yeah. I mean, there is.
Hi,
a
Dirty
shipwreck
Poo. Did you take
and
your
it's
medicine
called
this
Cyrus.
morning?
Uncle Artie, are you pregnant?
Yes, I did, Artie. How are you?
No, I'm
He's
not.
rubbing his belly. You got me disturbed.
Hey, some guys got 6-packs. I'm carrying a king.
I love you.
Cyrax is the missing link. The amount of hair he has on that body is, yeah.
He's still
My
alive.
God.
Damn.
The picture
Oh,
child.
man,
type 2
Cyrus is
diabetes.
just- Cyrus just got stuck to his mum's stiletto as she was leaving the abortion clinic. I mean, dude's
Whoa.
just still hanging around.
Oh, I thought you could see the coat hanger marks, scars from around his neck.
I know, right? And Dutch is going, why the fuck did I let you 3 months
Dogs
off?
back alley abortions.
Well, they hooked the collarbone and ripped it out, but he survived.
Now Dutch is like, fuck you all. You got me fucked up. Look at his face. It's like, what did I do?
With friends like you.
What? Who needs enemies? You're welcome.
Yeah. My. Johnny, because we
You look
love
like
you.
you look like you're just about to drop there, Uncle Artie.
I dropped a load. That's right.
Oh, please, your bowel habits are not our business. Thank you.
I'm
Hey, Artie, when was the last-
T-shirt.
How's my
Artie.
puppies?
Hey, Artie, when was the last time you saw your dick off of that belly?
The last time I pulled it out of your ass.
No, he said see, not smell.
Yeah.
The last time you licked it off my dick after I pulled it out of his ass there, Gregory porn star.
God.
Well, yes, but then I was bitterly disappointed. And I just stuck it behind my ear and thought I'd smoke it later.
Hey, just because your nickname is Snowball, the caboose driver,
Oh, yeah, ice balls.
Person
That's me.
at Ray
Frosty
Ranch.
balls.
So there was another school shooting yesterday.
Cowboys.
Okay,
School
I just came
shooting
up to say
in
hi. I'm
America,
going to
really?
bed. Have fun. Love yous. Bye.
Hi.
Oh, drop a few
Too much
emotional
dick for her.
grenades and run away. Good on you, girl.
Too much dick for her.
Mind you, with Artie showing us his stomach, I'm feeling a little nauseous.
Julie, what's wrong? I'm going to throw up now. What can I do to stop you from throwing up? Do you want me to drop? Have Artie stop playing with his belly? Artie, don't touch yourself. There you go.
What the hell? Where did you get that? Oh, now she's throwing up. Oh, okay.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Do we have something to worry about here? Oh, fucking.
It's Michael.
Oh, look, it's that white boy.
Yes,
Maybe you think this
before he died from food poisoning,
Mhm.
he was eating 12-year-old wieners.
Hello, Mike Bowman. Oh my God, Hank, what the fuck?
It took you a moment, didn't it?
Yes, Julie. Nobody talk about poopy. In Kansas,
Hello, Michael.
did the SRO put the shooter down? Because I know the shooter had to be a student. I don't want students or young people killed, but if he had to put him down, he had to put him down. But
What? Serious? Another shooting in a school in America?
in Kansas, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You think the thing that happened in fucking Florida where the cop left the school and waited for backup before he went back in?
Yeah. Fuck.
You fucked if you do, you fucked if you don't.
Hey,
You
look,
go in
with
there
the
and you start
uniform
working,
on,
you're going to
you
have to kill
no
that kid.
option. Yeah,
Oh.
but you got no option. With that
Because years
uniform
ago,
on.
it was isolated and contained. You got there, you try to contain as best you could, then you wait for additional units. Now, they want you going in.
Yep. Well, given the past record of school shootings, the best way of dealing with them is quick, rapid,
Immediate action, yeah.
Extermination of the scumbag.
It's a misunderstood student who's going through emotional trouble, probably bullied his whole
No,
life.
he's a dead person with no head.
He's a dead person who doesn't know he's dead yet.
Yeah. He just doesn't realize it. Yeah, but it's about to happen. No, seriously. No mercy, no quarter. Just blow the bastards away. Yeah, you're attacking children, for fuck's sake.
Well, he's a child himself.
I don't care. You're attacking children. Bang.
Nice, Willie. Nice. It's good. 15-year vet. Good for him. And the kid didn't die. It looks like the student shooter didn't die, but he's in still good condition. But still, great job.
And hats off to the man, and he has to live with that for the rest of his life, and I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah, that kid he may have killed somebody, but now that cop is going to live with the fucking fact that he just shot a kid, even though the kid was a bad kid.
Yep. And I mean, shit. There's not enough money to pay for that crap. No, I wouldn't do the job. Serious.
It's funny you say that, Killing Time. That you say neutralize the threat. Now they switch the language to a nice way of saying it. We have to stop the threat. Neutralize them, but we're fucking killing you. We're gonna substitute search and destroy for sweep and clear to be more politically correct.
It's like our ambulance service got in trouble
Sweep
here.
and clear. Now, are you being a misogynistic bigot now?
I'm talking about your colon.
Housewives?
I'm talking about your colon. 18-year-old student. Well, you know what? If he lives, he's going to do adult time.
Oh, yeah. Well, 18 is an adult here.
Motherfucker. Well, in New York, 18, they have us treating them like juveniles now.
Oh, no. Up to 18, you're regarded. Once you hit 18, you're an adult, and you cop adult sentencing. If you're 17, you commit a really serious crime, they'll simply remand you until you're 18.
Yeah, well, here you can be tried as an adult. That's the youngest one I've seen tried as an adult was 12.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got the same rules here. If it's a juvenile and he commits a particularly heinous crime, he'll be charged as an adult, but he's not going to go to an adult prison. And the
No,
chances
they
are,
send them to a juvenile facility until they turn 18,
yeah,
and then happy
yeah,
birthday.
then transfer him. Yeah, there's been a few smart asses who thought they would, get to 17 and they're a year away from adult jail and they go around doing crime sprees, and then the law laughs and goes, ha ha ha, really? Okay. The judge gave you 5 years, so you do a year in juvie and the next 4 in the adults.
That's what the gangs were doing in East New York. They were having the junior members of the gangs commit the crimes because they do juvenile time.
Yes, yeah. So it's an event worldwide. I mean, and since the days of Fagin and Oliver Twist, there has been adults who manipulate children, relying on that whole age of consent 10, or not age of consent, age of
No need to drop the F-bomb.
What do you mean that bomb?
I was making fun of the way he said Fagin.
Oh, okay. And both went over both our heads.
Yeah, I get the F-bomb now. No, but,
What was that?
People have been using children to bypass the law since they were children.
But now the Mark Abrams laws did away with that. Murder, arson, robbery, kidnapping, assault, certain burglaries, rape, manslaughter, sodomy. You charged as an adult. I'm sorry.
Yep. And so that should be.
Your free pass in the government is now fucking over.
It's an adult crime. Adult time.
Okay. Rogue just texted me.
Oh, God, help us all.
Yeah, Rogue just texted me. It's a giant fucking... Yeah.
Or somebody with a really small arm.
Yeah.
She loves to fucking torture me. She loves it. And I couldn't describe that. I had to show you.
You got to bear in mind, she's a wee country town in WA. There's not a lot to do.
Listen, I love the girl to death. I really do. I would never want to see. I want to see her happy in life. And if she's gonna send me some dildos to make herself happy, send me the dildos.
Oh no, she's lovely, bro. But she lives in WA, man. It's the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Oh, I know. I talked to the cops in WA.
About Rogue. Yeah, we know that crazy fucking ranger just up to the east of us. Hey, no.
What was that?
Oh, I want to reach through the screen and punch her.
Who?
Facebook friend. She's Russian. She's supporting Putin.
Poopin'? Supporting Poopin'?
Yep.
Yeah, well, listen, I called the Western Australia Police Department trying to do a skip trace on somebody. Well, her. And I'm like, hey, I'm retired off.
Track of my crazy ranger.
Yeah, exactly what happened. So I'm like, hey, listen, not for nothing. Can you do me a favor? Can you stop by the house? And he's like, what's the address? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Don't you guys all know each other over there?
Third house on the left past the black stump.
You kill a bunch of criminals.
So he's going, you're a copper in New York? And I'm like, I'm retired. He goes, you fucking cunt. And I was like,
Huh.
I almost FaceTimed you, Greg. They're like, is this guy fucking Paul? Is this guy being an asshole? And he's like, no, I'm gassing you, mate. It's all good. We call each other cunts. And I'm like, I remember Greg saying that. That's a good thing. He's called me a cunt. That's a good thing. So,
Yeah.
but when I turned around and called him a cunt, he got
totally offensive. All of the way you say it.
I know. I gave him the New York delivery instead of the Western Australia delivery.
But mind you, we don't like Western Australia either.
Oh, fucking Rogue. She fucking cracks me up.
Strange over there.
I have become the keeper of Rogue's leash. Whenever she disappears, everybody's like, can you find her? Can you find her? Can you find her? I'm like, I'm in fucking New York City. She's in fucking bumfuck Australia.
Does the word bait come in mind? Like everyone comes to you because they know if we hang out with Dutch long enough, Rogue will appear.
You know what I am? I'm that goat tethered to the tree who can't walk away.
You're that little terrier dog on the end of the lead, running at the edge of the sea that we use to catch crocodiles.
Pank, that's fucking awesome. Look at all the women with the green tongues. Leprechaun blowjobs. Leprechaun blowjobs.
They're magically delicious.
Hey.
That was a good one, Hank. That was a good one. Yeah, well, it's their word. Yeah, well, I'm sure they didn't invent the word cunt, but. You're on the job in New York, you fucking cunt. And I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, listen, douchebag. I need you to go down.
You left the word laying around and we stole it. What do you expect for an island of thieves? Shit. You leave your citizens around, we'll steal them. Russell Crowe's a Kiwi, but we claim him to be Australian until he turned out to be an arsehole and now we gave him back to New Zealand. And Olivia Newton-John's a Pom, but we claim her. But honestly, leave anything laying around, we'll nick it.
Oh, come on, Will. I had the car up to 120 on the shoulder of the highway. You're not going to make me a cop because I didn't do the extra 10 miles per hour? Come on. I was there. I was in traffic. I was doing great. This is Bell Parkway. Between exit 3 and exit 9. 10. On my way to JFK chasing that asshole.
Here, if you were a police officer and you were doing 130 miles an hour down the highway, you would be arrested.
I arrested the fucking guy.
There was a young copper who obviously
he's not giving in.
watched too much GTA, and he decided with his female sergeant in the passenger seat to do 200 kilometres an hour down a street in the middle of the city of Melbourne, and was shocked when she arrested him when he stopped the car. And I mean, she arrested him, cuffs away to you front the magistrate for doing speeds like that.
If even I got called into work for something and I was fucking flying lights and sirens to the job and a cop car came up behind me to pull me over, I'm not stopping. I'm on the job. I'm working. You're not going to rush me while I'm working. I'm allowed to discriminately break the laws here and there to facilitate me to do my job. And I'm not stopping. You can come to the crime scene with me. Come on, let's go. Come on. I can use another gun. Come on.
Here they'll go, great, here's your ticket, now on your way. Serious. Cops give cops tickets here for speeding, drink driving, anything. There's no one gets away. I mean, you know, two cops in the same police station pull each other over and there's no one around. Yeah. But in reality, you get pulled over by the police, it don't matter if you show a badge. You're going to get a ticket.
Nah, fuck, bro. Listen.
Hey, Dutch, was that one of your baby photos?
Might have been. I was out drinking my teachers when I was in daycare. I woke up to the car and I see some sort of ID saying you're on the job. I see a 10. Have a nice day. I got better things to be doing. I'm not going to get into a fucking pissing match with a cop from the department.
It used to be like that, but now, no, seriously, you'll get a ticket. I remember moving a cop up from Victoria to Queensland, and he's going, I'm living on the Gold Coast and working in Brisbane, which is 60 miles distance between them. And I'm going, shit, you'd be wanting to leave early in the morning in the heavy traffic, to get to headquarters by that time. And he goes, no, I'm a cop. I'll just go fast. And I went, oh, mate, you'll get booked. You go fast. And he laughed at me, and about 2 weeks later, we brought his second load of furniture around and unloading the truck. And he's walked up to me and he said, fuck this place. He said, I'm going home to Melbourne. He said, this mob are fucking crazy. He said, they gave me a ticket for speeding. I went, well, you were fucking speeding. Duh.
That's besides the point.
Yeah, he was pissed that they didn't accept that he flashed the Queensland Police badge at him. And they went, that means nothing, mate. Here's your ticket.
Be
That's
glad,
speed.
be glad I didn't show that on the screen.
Guess what? I did. She texted it to me too, and I showed it already.
Ah,
Oh, the big dildo.
Yeah, see, I told you.
Rogue, are you feeling a little lonely? Is that your toy?
Are you lonely tonight? Someone holding you tight. Now we had the problem with who's the last mayor? The governor, Cuomo. Cuomo brought all these fucking state troopers into New York City limits, right? So they started policing with the NYPD. So an NYPD detective's going off duty, he's going home, he goes across the bridge, and he gets pulled over by a state trooper. And the PD cop is like, the local cop's like, hey, listen, I'm on the job, da-da-da-da. And the trooper's like, I still need your license and registration. So he hands it over. That does happen sometimes. You want to make sure your paperwork's good. And he goes back to the car. So the cop's like, this fucking prick is writing me a fucking ticket. He's fucking writing me. Like, you never get out of your car because you don't want to you have a gun on you. You don't want to get out of the car. You don't want to provoke the situation. So he gets his phone. He starts videoing him. And he's like, are you giving me a ticket? He goes, you were doing 5 over the speed limit. And the cop's like, you fucking kidding me? You actually writing me a ticket? You believe this fucking prick's writing me a ticket? What about courtesy? I'm a cop. I'm not a family member of a cop. I'm a cop. And he gave him a fucking ticket. The prick gave him and then they didn't realize that there's more state troopers that live in my city, my department, my city, than they live in the suburbs, in the New York barracks. So we started hammering them all at the houses. They pull in their driveway, lights go on. You see the car at a bar. You wait for the guy to pull out to go home. You pull over, and you're like, boom! And then all of a sudden, that war came to a very quick end. Very quick. Because what?
See, that's the beauty of just having one police force. You don't get that drama. You do between the police state. The different state forces tend to not want to deal with each other.
I don't want to deal with feds.
Yeah, well, no one wants to deal with the feds. Even the Crims don't want to deal with the feds. They come, you're getting some serious jail time.
Let's see. There are 11 troops in New York State. So let's figure out how many fucking troopers there are.
Well, you just told us.
5,000 troopers. Yeah, okay.
Those are the Queensland Police Force.
Do you want to start a war with the department of 43,000 cops? I think we can outnumber you, guy. We can write more tickets.
Let's see. Armed state police against New York parking ticket inspectors.
I hate those fuckers.
Everyone hates them.
They wrote and towed my police car. I was in auto crime. I called a test down on a homicide trial because as a cop, I locked somebody up, but I made the apprehension. So I had to go testify about the apprehension. So I go down there, I come back out, the car's gone. I'm like, I'm testifying in a fucking murder trial. Where the fuck's my car? And the hot dog vendor's like, oh, they towed your car. It's a fucking police car. There's lights and everything in it. Yeah. Yes, killing time. It was retaliation, and you know what? It felt so good. Fuck them.
The police have a sign that just says police, and they put that on their dashboard, and no one gives them a ticket.
Yeah, well,
but you're speeding. That's another thing altogether.
I don't think I ever drove the speed limit when I was a cop. In the police car, my personal car, yeah, but in the police car, I never. Yeah. No.
A lot of cops used to like putting their police hat on the back shelf. Yeah. And all the other cops would go, oh, yeah, we'll just ignore it. Nah, not in Queensland.
Fucking Willie's like, Lord forbid we take one of their fucking Smoking the Bear hats and put it on your head. They'll flip the fuck out. He's right. You touch Trooper Stetson, you're fucking dead. You might as well just fucking bury yourself.
here you wear a lemon squeezer hat, and everyone in Australia is going to think you're a Boy Scout. Boy Scout's trying to pull me over. Fuck off, boy.
Killing time. It's not retaliation. It's a healthy rivalry.
Between two armed gangs. No, I've seen it all. I've watched the auditors, and they've told me I'm onto it.
When that guy grabbed when the cop grabbed the guy from Long Island Audits and fucking just and yoked him up and fucking cuffed him, and that was it. I'm like, I don't recognize the guy, but he's acting like a city cop. I did the research. He was on the
city cop.
He was a city cop before he transferred out to Long Island. Like, Long Island Audits is like, no, I'm good, officer. I'm good. There's no talking. Put your hands behind your back. I get a camera. Boom! Put the camera out of his hand. Put your hand behind my back. That's a New York. That's a city cop. He ain't deal with fucking shit.
I remember moving an Australian diplomat who came back from New York, and I was talking to her. And at that stage, New York had that zero tolerance policy going on.
We still have it, yeah.
And I went, wow, things must be really rough over there with the coppers just arrest everyone for anything. And she went, yeah. And I said, well, what would be your advice if you were in America? She said, simple, don't go anywhere near the cops. And I went, okay, that makes sense.
I was fucking, one of the auditors I was on, like, White on Rice. It could have been Glenn, it could have been Bucket Boy, I'm not sure who it was. And he kept getting arrested. He kept bitching about the cops arresting him. I'm like, here's a hint. Here's the secret to not being arrested by the police. Don't commit a crime. Don't tell anybody.
Or just be polite. Amazing. What just being polite and civil. You can get away with murder. That's part of my hand, sir. Oh, good sir. No. Oh, no, you misunderstood. Oh,
you just fucking stole that right out of my mouth.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord. I don't want you to do all that paperwork, officer. Oh, don't worry about it.
I'll plead out to it. I'll just plead out to
it. Yeah. I'll cut the paperwork down, right? I'll do right by you. You do right by me.
I'll come in. I'll fill the pedigree sheet myself. I'll turn myself in. Oh, would you promise?
Yeah. Honest. Injured.
I have a warrant for your arrest. I'll come and take care of that. The purpose is a warrant because you didn't fucking show up, you asshole. I need to take you now.
Oh no, I'll be in tomorrow. Honest.
I'm not the dog. I'm the dog catcher, not the fucking judge. He wants to see you. This is your invitation to his house.
Years ago, if you got a traffic fine and you didn't pay it, he used to go to a warrant for your arrest, and you'd have to do a day's jail for every $10 you owed. But every day you're in jail, you got a day off. So if you're doing 14 days, if you had, if you owed $140, you'd have to do 14 days jail, and but you'd only do 7 because you get discounts. But
discounts for jail.
And then the police would wonder why when they'd pull citizens over and they'd go, "What's your name?" And people would go, "John Smith." And they go, "I think you're lying." No, it's John Smith. We're going to run your name on the computer.
Yeah, John Smith is definitely going to pop a warrant. Yeah.
Yeah. And they, bastard. I was my brother. Every time I had a traffic fine unpaid, I became my brother immediately. Knew his date of birth, knew his name, knew how to spell it.
It was always great when you had that guy who never gave you a fake name, but the fake name had a warrant. Happened all the time.
Who thought he'd be a smartass and use my name when he got pulled by the cops, and I had an unpaid traffic fine outstanding, and he got nicked. And then they realised that he wasn't me when they fingerprinted him, and then he got charged for lying as well. End up doing time.
You can't make this shit up. You really
No,
can't.
you can't. And he couldn't work out why I was upset when he rang me after he got out of the watch house and said, I got arrested using your name. You what? You fucking moron. Yeah. You got to wonder about some people.
I wonder about everybody.
Yeah. It was like I was trying to explain to my brother. He's a D. And I said, look, man, everyone lies to you. It's, even if there's absolutely no fucking reason to lie, we're going to lie to you. You're a cop. We lie.
Then our spouses and loved ones worry, why do you have trust issues?
Yeah.
I don't have trust issues. I still believe the fucking thing coming into your mouth.
You're fucking lying, woman. No, seriously. As I said, the missus went missing one night.
The missus went missing? Wow.
Yeah.
Only one
and
night?
It was pay night. So she had a pay packet and that. And, I'm out there 7 o'clock at night driving in circles trying to find her. She was supposed to be outside her work waiting for me. And I'm just panicking. And I'm driving in circles and we go to her mum's place and going, fuck, we're going to have to go to the cops. So we rock up to the cops and go, oh, look, Mrs. is missing. I think someone might have knocked her on the head for a pay packet. She might be out in the paddocks. And so the cops go, really? Then it clicks that they're not treating me like I'm a victim here. They're starting to look very suspiciously at me.
Well, the first person we always ask is the family and the boyfriend and the associates, and then we work our way out from that.
Yeah. And target number one is muggins me. And in the middle of talking to these cops, it clicks. And I've gone, oh, shit. I'm in jeopardy here. And then we go out. And next month, they stage one of those beautiful police theatrics where these two cops suddenly burst the door of the police station out, door open, and run madly towards my car, obviously hoping to invoke some sort of panic response. Instead, I get out of the car in tears thinking they've found the missus. And they're going, oh, don't leave the neighbourhood. You go straight home. You wait for us there. Don't go out looking for your missus. Went out hunting for her for another hour. Found her.
Where was she?
She had gone to a mate's place, but no one had rung to tell me, and this was pre-mobile phone days. And so she's missing, so I've panicked. And panicked everyone else, got the cops out searching the paddocks for a dead body. and then she comes home. And so I ring the police up and I've gone, oh, I found her. They're going, oh, have you? And I'm going, yeah. And they're going, oh, can we talk to her? I'm going, yeah, all right.
No, you can't.
Talk to her. And so she talks to them and they go, we want you to come to the police station. And we're going, why? They're going, so we can check that she is who you claim she is.
Motherfucker, your department has cars, you drive out to my house. I'm not coming to you. You come out to my house.
Yeah, you don't say that to the Queensland police. That's not smart.
I had this fucking guy locked up, and he tried to blame his boss for the fucking bad paperwork with the car. It was a stolen car, but the title was forged and everything. And I lock him up and I take the car. I put him in the cell. I give him one phone call, and he calls his boss, and he goes, I'm like, have your boss come down here. He's like, nah, he's not going to come down. So he hangs up the phone with him. I go back to doing paperwork, and I'm like, why? The phone rings, and they're like, Detective McCarthy, you got a phone call. So pick it up. I'm like, hey, what's going on, big guy? He's like, you have my worker in my car. You're saying it's stolen. It's not. I'm like, okay, why don't you come down to the precinct? We can figure it out. He goes, I can't. I'm Jewish, and it's a Jewish holiday, and I can't use electronics or anything that's considered work.
Yep.
I start looking at the fucking phone, and I'm like, you just called me from a fucking phone. It's obviously you're not that observant of your religion, asshole. So you either come down here to get your boy out of jail, or I'm going to take the car and then come find you.
Yeah, very cool.
Gregor's doing a ripper.
I worked in a Jewish hospital in Sydney when I was a teenager as a nurse's aide, a retired home for Jewish people called the Montefiore Jewish Home, and I
That's a
couldn't
mouthful.
resist. Come sundown Friday, I'd be halfway through shaving some poor bugger, and I'd go, it's a Sabbath. Oh, you cannot shave me no more. So he'd have to remain half shaved until Saturday night, and it appealed to my sense of humour.
It appeals to your sense of humor, but you're not doing it. You're shaving him. He's not shaving. All he's doing is laying down. Wow.
Yeah, no. These are people with senility. They're not all there.
So they're your people.
Yeah. I was at home. Oh no, I was a shocker. You didn't want me as your nurse, trust me. You like that water, do you? Is that food good? Yum.
I think it's his delivery that makes him so funny. Definitely fucking delivery. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's definitely not the subject matter.
You spent 45 minutes talking about Vegemite today. Hey, Artie had Vegemite. Artie, what do you think of your Vegemite? You like it?
Nah, it's weak.
Wow. He's saying your claim to fame is weak, Gregory.
I think that's the same fucker that challenged me to eat the Vegemite a whole tablespoon. I did.
That's just bad. The whole fucking thing is just bad.
I didn't gag. I was just like, whatever.
But she did. Okay, I found that funny.
I can't help it if someone would like that.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Get your nut off. Get your nut off. Who cares?
Any port in a storm? A hole's a hole? Is that what you're going with? That's your theory?
Only with you, baby.
You ain't touching my hole.
Uh-huh.
Hank, don't die on us, Hank. We need you.
Yes, he doesn't need to touch your hole. It's so stretched out, he can pop it in and out without touching a thing.
Yeah, well, here we go.
Keep that mouth wide open there, Dutchy boy.
Smile like a donut.
You smile for a donut.
He would rather, Cheeky Monkey would rather eat a bowl of jellied eels than Vegemite, and he spelled it the same way I spelled it. Where's the Australian people yelling at him? Where's your civil unrest about the way he spelled it? I spelled it the same fucking way.
Is my only question out of that is jellied eels a real thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Disgusting. Personally, can't work out why anyone. They're full of bloody bones. If you catch an eel and you cook it and then they're just full of bones. The meat's nice, but lots and lots of bones.
Porn. No, porn.
Why does eels remind you of porn?
Why wouldn't it?
Well,
It's easier
reality
to ask.
that worries
It's
me.
easier to ask Dutch what does not remind him of porn.
Hank's beard.
Yeah,
Artie.
Rogue's into beard porn too.
Thank you, Artie.
Whatever.
Jellied eels gets me hard. Yeah, well, I got a long day ahead of me today.
In
That's
England,
not what
they're
she said.
I got. Get.
They eat jellied eels in England. Yeah. We're talking to a country that makes sandwiches out of cucumbers, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Yeah, cucumber sandwiches. You go to tea with the Queen, you get a cup of tea and a cucumber sandwich.
It's kinda
I would
like-
rather eat a
Fuck.
cucumber sandwich than either jellied eels or Vegemite.
Oh,
Well,
no,
the
give me the
Italian-
veggie.
But the Italians know better. They get eggplant. They make a sandwich with eggplant.
I'm not eating anything that's purple.
Yeah, that's what she said.
You're not a fan of grapes, then, I take it.
Oh, I do like grapes, I must admit. They're blue. They're just big blueberries.
Mm-hmm.
Honest. Anyway, they're green and black. They're not purple.
Oh, they've got purple ones. The good ones are purple.
Well, that's
The
what
good
I
ones
thought.
are purple.
The ones that
How many
jelly
days-
out of purple.
How many days are into the new year already on the Junius calendar?
The who calendar?
The calendar that does
What's
Hank knows
today's
one.
date?
the 5th. 65?
Somewhere around 60. Somewhere in
Okay.
the low 60s.
Hi, Carla Marie. How are you?
Woohoo, Carla! What's up, baby?
I don't have the conversion app on my cell phone anymore.
No, I don't have it either. But I'm just looking. I'm looking at the. I got that app for the. My community page. I put down every time a cop dies. I put it on the community page. We're up to 66.
Shut up! Hold on. Woman's calling me. What up?
Hey, we're up to 66. I don't know what the hell
Must be a
you.
wrong number.
Them and there's another dead hooker. Have you been letting your friends come in again? I know that friend Dutch of yours does crazy things, but come on. Dead hookers in the bathroom? Y'all need to stop this shit.
All right, I'll make him come up there and clean up that shit.
Well, you better, because I'm not doing it.
All right, bye.
Not this time.
I did the last one. You're doing this one.
Herb, the dead one's full again.
God damn, even the Grim Reaper knows to establish a kill room.
Oh, we we don't use that name in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Damn.
God damn.
About death, man.
You can talk about Baba Yaga all you want.
Julian calendar.
The calendar?
Heavy-headed. Carla Marie, have you been on the piss?
Oh, she was last night. She was having a good time.
Got a hangover.
She sent me a
Vegemite,
great.
sweetie. Vegemite on toast. Fix
She
that
sent me a great
hangover
picture
up
of her
the
butt.
bash. Great.
It was. The butt's magnificent.
Yeah, but nah. The butt should not be bigger than the shoulders.
Yeah, it's the 64th day.
Ooh, the girl could crack walnuts.
That 64 was in the start of the new year. We have 66 cops killed. Wow, we're just and we're great. She told me that was her butt. I'm not sure if I believe that.
It's not.
Oh,
But I've seen that around.
You seen that around?
Carla
So-
Marie, come up on panel and show us your butt.
She catfishing me?
Well, more like
Is she-
butt fishing.
I was saying, is that butt fishing?
You want to go back to that island? I'm already on an island.
Island of these nuts.
Island of like the licky dicky? Or come on, I want to lay you.
Love you, love time.
You know that's not my ass. I don't know that's not your ass. That could be your ass. I've never met you before. You know what? Send me a picture of your ass so I can tell it's not your ass. It's a lose-lose on this one.
Well, a win-win, depending on your viewpoint.
Oh, look who's here. Yeah, Jennifer's here.
Boys.
Oh, it's a sausage party.
I was gonna say I'm crashing the boys' party.
There's 4 of us, and you have 1, 2, 3. We'll make a 4th hole. we'll drill one in if we have to.
In days of old,
It's just
when
when
knights
Joe
were
Judge
bold,
shoots himself in the foot again.
Give me a second, bro.
Come on up, Carla.
He had to go.
Gotta get coffee. Hold on.
Excuse us while the little Dutchy poo takes a piss.
If there's the slightest chill, he has to stick his thumb in his ass so he can scare the stick out.
I was arguing with this bitch on Facebook. She lives in Russia.
I can imagine where that argument went then.
Yeah, Russia don't know wrong.
Yeah, of course not.
Well, according to the propaganda that they're being fed, they're not.
No, and everything's going smoothly, and
Yes.
the
The Ukrainians are welcoming them with open arms.
yes, welcome as the saviors they are. But I was watching Putin last night, and he was saying, "Oh, you know, for everyone who every Russian soldier who dies, the family will receive 80." It was some ridiculous amount of rubles, which worked out to about $86,000 Australian for your loved one to be killed in a pension. And I thought, "Fuck you, that would not pay
At least
for my loved one."
At least the U.S. Army is at least 250,000. I think it's more than that now.
Yeah, well, it's according the figures that Putin gave last night, it works out to about $86,000 per family per dead soldier, and then a pension, which didn't seem to be an extraordinary amount of money for the rest of your life. Hardly worth losing your loved one.
No, not at all.
Yeah, at least the
I'm
military
surprised he's
back in the
actually
90s could
acknowledging
get
losing people in
life
in
insurance for
Ukraine.
like 100,000 or something like that. You know, so if somebody died, you know, at least you got 200,000 out of it. That even now, it's still a good chunk of change.
Yep. It's not to be sneezed at. But 86,000 for a life.
Gee.
No, it's just an insult.
Don't know how much 86 or how far 86,000 goes in the Russian economy.
Well, it's 200,000 rubles or something on whatever figure that was at the time that Putin was speaking. It's less
but
now.
If their average income is like 500 rubles a month, that's a shit ton.
Yeah, yep. True.
Yeah.
Proportional. I'm not. I wouldn't have a clue what the basic wage is in the USSR.
Yeah, when I was
it's not the USSR anymore. In Russia.
Back in the 90s, when I was in Hungary, the average income for a Honduran was like 140 a month.
Jesus.
God.
In US dollars.
Money. That's like raw money, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's like here. If I was to go to Fiji, I would live like a king. I'd be able to afford servants on a pension, and that's just wrong.
Well, there's a lot of retired military that goes into dirt poor countries like that, so they can live like a king.
Yep. Definitely. But the Australian government got wise on that. And now if you leave Australia for longer than 6 weeks, you lose your pension.
What?
Oh.
Yeah. So
but you earned it. It's yours.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The Australian government is the.
But
person that's
theirs is
saying
a
it's
state pension. It's not like it's not like if they're taking away military retirement or something.
Well, like me.
Oh,
Like,
no. They can't touch your pension for your military service is untouchable. You could go on unemployment benefits, and what you get from your military pension doesn't count as income. So you would be able to get the full unemployment benefit plus your military pension.
yeah, when I decided to leave New York, I had to go look for states that didn't tax my pension, so I could keep, all of it.
Yeah.
I'm all about keeping it. First, it was all about earning it, and when I got it, fuck, I worked for the goddamn thing. Should be able to keep it.
Yeah. I wonder how many paratroopers were loading the 2 planes that got shot down the other day.
I didn't hear about that.
I'm assuming.
Up to 400.
400
in each
Up
plane.
to 400.
Oh wow.
In each plane.
They make planes that hold 400 people, and people jump out of them.
Yeah.
And what are they? AN-70? Oh, whatever they are. Those massive bloody things. They've shot a couple of them down there.
Jesus.
Yeah.
The world's largest aircrafts.
They got 2 of them on the way to Kharkov to drop troops.
Yeah.
I did watch last night on that YouTube channel the guy who sling loaded those Humvees and cut the parachute cords.
What?
Some guy in the service loaded Humvees into a jet, what the fuck they use, plane, and he cut all the straps to the parachutes.
Oh.
Okay.
So when they rolled out the equipment,
It
just plummeted to the earth.
I never seen a Humvee fucking just explode before. Well, explode because of non-explosive shit, fucking just the crash.
I'd love to see his court martial.
But now after seeing that video, I want to know what an Abrams does when it's dropped that from that height. Fucking tank
Abrams aren't dropped by parachute, except in the A-Team movie.
Thank you. And that was Buford. I didn't know there was a Buford. Probably something they made up, right?
Yep. There's no tank on the planet that's got that much room in the interior of the tank.
Yeah, it is a big ass tank.
With air conditioning and heated seats and leather upholstery.
Well, the Abrams does have AC,
parachutes.
but when you got a full crew in there, you don't have room to do shit.
They got a backup camera in that thing?
Yeah, it's called the loader has to stick his head out the hatch and go, come on back.
There's that automatic parking feature?
Just got to wonder what happens when someone farts in there.
Oh.
Of course it'd be Lola. It'd be the same thing that happens if somebody farts in a submarine.
Yeah. What the hell do? You're in a confined space with the bastard.
You're in high space with 3 guys on a high protein diet. What could go wrong?
I had a student I was tutoring at uni, and he was legally blind, and he owned a 16.5-foot half cabin cruiser, and he went, I haven't been out on the bay for years because of me blindness. He said, I'd really like to go fishing. I said, oh yeah, I'd be keen. So we get in this boat and we put it in the marina, and we get the thing fired up, get the motor started, and he says, I'll drive it out. And so like an idiot, I go, yeah, okay.
Sure.
I'm thinking, it's his boat. He's blind, admittedly, but obviously he must know what he's doing. And so I go, yeah, of course.
Who's the Al Pacino from the fucking movie? What was that called? Scent of a Woman driving the Ferrari blind.
Oh yeah.
Well, this idiot.
Well, there's a huge difference between being
Emerson's
blind and
role in the
legally
flat.
blind.
Oh yeah. But I mean, this guy just couldn't see more than 10 feet in front of himself, and he hits the accelerator, and the boat shoots across the marina, slams into two boats on the other side of the arena, knocks me on my ass in the back of the boat. And all I'm thinking is, oh, good God, if the cops come, what are they going to say? You were fucking dumb enough to let a blind man drive the boat?
Yeah, they wouldn't blame the blind guy. They'd blame you.
Oh, yeah, they'd be blaming me. And I'm going,
He's in
oh
the
my
Arsenal
God.
division.
And all I could say was, keep going, don't stop. So we rocket out of the marina.
I knew you were going to say that, Hank.
So by then I've elbowed him off the steering wheel and gone, hey, I'll drive. And the boat stops.
Oh my.
And we're just drifting. And I'm going, what the fuck? And he goes, oh, must be the spark plugs. So I go and change the two spark plugs. Try and start this thing, nothing happens. Try, nothing happens. Not watching. We drift into mangrove swamp and run aground in this mangrove mud.
I hate when
and
that
I'm
happens.
there going, fuck. Oh, shit. What do we do now? Can't get this thing started. And I'm looking, it's only, 10 metres or so to shore through the mangrove mud. And I've gone, I know what we'll do. We'll jump off the boat.
Well, that's a bright idea.
Wade through the mud and get help. Great. I jump off the boat, land in the mud, go up to me tips in mangrove mud and gone, oh, this
What's the difference between mangrove mud and regular mud?
Oh, mangrove mud stinks, it clings, it's like quicksand. It's
like swamp mud.
Yeah.
It's like mud in New Jersey.
Yeah, it's nasty. And so this guy jumps off the boat, the blind man, and he's rotund, let's say. He's extremely fat. And he jumps off the boat, he splats into the mud. And you know those punching clowns you take to the beach that you punch over? That's what he looked like, stuck in the mud.
Yeah. Guts is very familiar with punching the clown on the beach.
And I'm going, oh, what the fuck? How do we get out of here? The only way I could get this bastard out of the mud was for me to lay on my back, put my legs around him, grab him under the armpits, and skull drag him up my body a couple of feet.
Skull drag? He's going to skull drag him.
Yeah. Snuggle forward in the mud a bit, skull drag him a bit more. 30 metres of mangrove swamp. We get 10 metres, sorry, of mangrove swamp. We get to the shore, just absolutely covered in mud. We look like those New Guinean mud men. And it's so going, holy fuck. So I start staggering around. This blind man's following me. And I cross a bridge. He doesn't see the bridge. He walks straight into the mud. Drops back into the mud. I spent another 15 minutes saving this arsehole out of the mud. We hosed each other off.
Thank God Gainer's not on the panel. We'd have to listen to his one-up story.
Yeah, but worse, the mechanic arrives to fix the boat. We hadn't put the fuel line on.
Wait, hold on a second. 1 second. So you guys got into the boat, let the blind guy drive. You ran two different boats. The cops let you go, and you still went out, and then you get the boat. Yeah. It's quite the day. It's quite the fucking day. You almost checked every box on that one.
And then it gets better. We get the boat running. We go out in the bay to do the night's fishing. And next moment he goes, I need to do a shit. And I go, yeah, okay. Yeah, so. And he goes, I'll shit in a bucket. Because I've gone, we'll just hang your ass over the edge. And he goes, no. Oh, I'm afraid I'll fall in. And he takes a dump in the bucket. The guy's taking umpteen million different medicines for the innumerable fucking illnesses he has. The stench. The noise. The lack of texture.
Oh my.
Okay. Shocking. I'm on a 16.5-foot half cabin cruiser. I'm on the very edge of the boat, contemplating throwing myself into the bay.
I can directly relate to this story.
And he finishes. And he goes, "Can you empty me bucket?" I kid you not. The smell was in the
So how many fish floated up?
It's like dynamite
Fish
fishing,
floated
right?
up. This man took 3 more dumps during the night. And at one stage, he's standing on the back of the boat, just standing there, looking blindly into the darkness. And I'm behind him, and I'm thinking, if I rush at him and just give him a nudge, he'll fall into the bay. And then if I wait an hour and call the emergency service and say, I just woke up and your fishing mate's missing. I can get to go home without him shitting in the boat again.
We did a fucking gambling establishment raid on Ocean Avenue in fucking Clarkson. We hit the door pretty early in the morning. The guys out there fucking just stacks of money everywhere. So we hit the door, we go in, and they go out of course, they run out the back door, and a couple guys jump the fence, and the one guy I was able to catch, he was kind of a big guy, you know, he was fat. I grabbed him by his belt, I go to pull him down, and he shits his pants. Literally shits his pants. There's shit coming down his legs, there's shit everywhere. I mean, this guy must have been holding it for a while. So I cuff him up, I'm like, oh my God, you fucking just shit yourself. So I was like, McCarthy, do me a favor, go put him in the RMP. I'm like, I'm not putting him in my car. I'm not putting that fucker in my car. It's a brand new police car. I'm not putting him in the car. So one thing, put him in the back of the car, and I got to drive home with this guy in the fucking back. There's a cop sitting with him in the back seat. My partner's next to me, and this guy just shit his pants. And I'm driving back to the precinct. And we're at the furthest point of the precinct to get to the station house. So I pull him back to the station house, and I'm going to bring him in. He's like, what are you doing? You're not bringing him in. You can't bring him like that. We're going to process him in the garage. Keep him handcuffed, sit him down. I'm like, okay. Well, fucking... And the guy kept getting up and trying to walk out of the garage.
Take him to the bays where you wash the cruisers and just hose them down.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hank. That's what we actually fucking did. To get the pressure hoses to wash this guy.
Should have done what they did with that guy earlier tonight, the bedbug guy.
What did you do?
The cops made him walk to the police station. Well, they drove slowly beside him, giving him instructions on what to do.
When you're talking bedbug guy, are you talking about Cyrax?
No, it was some other dude. I watched it earlier tonight. It was hilarious. He got thrown out by Blue Boy.
You Blue Boys?
Blue Boy. Or Blue Boy, or whatever his name is. It was on
Little Boy Blue, because he needed the money.
Little Boy Blue. And, but this clown gets thrown out by his parents, gets thrown out of the house. He objects. Evidently, he's been using mum's credit card without her permission. Up on 12 charges. He's 26 years old, for crying out loud. Has his own children and living at home. So they have enough. They go, fuck you, calling the cops.
Maybe
Cops
one day
arrive,
Connie's
arrest him.
mom will do the same.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. But this clown gets arrested. And he says to the cops, he says, and I think the parents actually say it as well, he has bed bugs. And this cop goes, you're not getting in my fucking car. You're walking to the police station. And he does. This guy walks and he actually films this cop car slowly cruising along beside him, making sure he goes to the police station. And then he goes to the police station and the film ends with the cop standing outside saying, take your clothes off and put this suit on. You're not going in there until you do. And this guy just point blankly refusing to take his clothes off and put on the suit to contain the bed bugs. We don't have bed bugs in Australia, so I've heard about them. They sound really nasty. The
New York City Fire Department has like scabies in their turnout gear, and the New York City Police Department has bed bugs all over the fucking precinct.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this cop wasn't having a bar of this guy getting in the police car. It was, no way, fuck you. You're walking to the police station. It cracked me up. This guy walking down the street with his cop car, slowly cruising along beside him with the cop and going, keep walking, go on, turn left here. Go on, keep going.
Dutch wishes he
Bloody
was that
hell.
guy.
Julie's saying he's 40.
Sorry?
Julie's saying he's 40.
40, is he? Fred, Fred the blue boy.
Fred.
Yeah, living at home with mum and dad. And now
Fred.
he's up on 12 charges. They didn't get into it, but speculation is that he was knocking off mum and dad's credit card. It's facing 12 charges of, fraud or whatever the charge would be.
And even if the parents wanted, they couldn't drop the charges because the credit card company pressing the charges at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And of course, mum's dressing him to go to jail. Oh, make sure you put your jacket on, son. Put
You'll
your
catch a cold.
shoes on. Yeah, it's cold in the cells. But, I mean, the parents are going, you're going to jail. You're out of here. And this clown's going, for some reason, he just didn't seem to believe that his parents were serious.
How much you want to bet the first call once the cops took the kid away was to a locksmith?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, that was the thing they were saying to him, give us back the house key, give us back the house key. And he's going, I don't have a house key. And mum spins around and says, we'll get the locksmith in and we'll change the fucking locks. You're not coming back. Well, she didn't swear, obviously. But, yeah Australian. And,
Sometimes you just got to drop the F-bomb for good notice. Fuck. Yeah.
Like I said earlier tonight, if you tie an Italian's hands behind his back, he can't speak. You
can't speak.
Swearing away from us, we can't speak.
How do you keep an Irishman contained? Give him 2 beers. Irish handcuffs.
You hear about the Irish terrorist? He had to give it away. He blew up a bus and burned his lips.
I knew you were gonna fucking go there. I couldn't get the answer out fast enough. Fuck. I'm not on my. This is my 3rd cup of coffee. I'm supposed to only have 1 a day. My 3rd.
Michael, Phil, Patrick, and Patrick, Phil, Michael.
That's a train. If you go in order, that's a fucking train.
Could be a train.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh my.
Yeah, well. I got.
Evidently,
Dear Lord, baby
you like the
Jesus.
taint, Dutch.
The taint wasn't me. The taint was what's her face. Brandy Kay was. She was the queen of taint.
It was a funny night's conversation about licking taints.
Yes, she was the queen of taint, but now she is someplace else. She doesn't hang out with us poor siblings anymore.
Oh, God.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Yeah.
Only if we allow the tourists back in.
Hey, Julie, the only thing keeping bed bugs out of Australia is Australia's wildlife kills them.
Well, that's true.
Actually,
I saw a really good doco earlier tonight about Australian snakes. And it dealt with the issue of how everyone overseas is terrified of our animals and shit, and how Australians really delight in terrorizing people from overseas about our animals and shit.
I'm terrified of your women. Fuck the animals.
Oh, mate, that is justifiable fear. Trust me. That is justifiable. Snakes, alligators,
Artie.
crocodiles, all the other nasty critters that want to kill you out here, honestly, not likely to happen. Although
Dutch
I
is a
did like
dick-licking
their
good
first
cop.
aid section where they're going, all right, if you're by yourself and you get bitten by a brown snake, you put on your compression bandage and your splint and all that shit. And then the guy says, well, what do I do now? And he said, well, if someone's gone to get help, you're all right. And he says, what if no one's going to get help? And he says, well, then you've got to take a punt, haven't you?
Punt?
Yeah, a bet. Yeah.
Oh.
Am I going to make it before I drop dead?
The snake bit me in the dick.
Will
You need to suck
someone
out the
find
poison.
me before I die?
The snake bit
And,
me in the
and then
dick.
it got into our snakes and why. Yeah, they're dangerous, but they've only got little fangs. They're 3 millimeters long, half an inch. And if you have a decent pair of jeans on, a pair of boots, and you wear gloves when you're collecting firewood and shit, no snake fang will penetrate and get you. That being said, all it takes is a scratch from one of those fangs, and you're in deep shit. But if you're wearing loose jeans, thick boots, decent gloves, long sleeves, chances are the snake will snavel the clothing and not you.
And chainmail long johns.
I ain't fucking no fucking snake.
Fuck that thermal barrier
Oh.
bomb. Just nuke that.
No. That the dumbest thing in the world to do is to fuck with a snake. But
Not if you blow it up.
they're scared
burn
of
it.
us, and they hear that they haven't got. They've got primitive hearing, but they hear vibrations and they hear
And
noise.
I feel vibrations.
Make
Burn 'em.
a lot of noise. Stomp your feet. No,
It's like sharks. They have primitive, but who gives a shit? They're still an eating machine.
Oh no, they're different. They're a different beast altogether. Nah, fuck the sharks.
You got all the good things in Australia: sharks, great whites,
Sharks.
snakes, drop
Yeah,
bears,
yeah.
koalas,
Snakes
Redheads.
don't view you
Koalas.
as dinner. Sharks.
kangaroos.
Redheads.
Oh yeah. Well, they're just mean. They don't want to eat you. They're just mean. Although we did have marsupial kangaroos, which were about 12 feet tall and ate meat. They were carnivores.
They were micro, like small.
Macro.
Oh, macro. Okay.
Macro.
Yeah,
Macro
we have,
dinosaurs.
we have
And they were-
micro kangaroos here. They're 12 feet tall.
12.
Okay. that's-
Man, and ate meat. Our kangaroos only eat grass. They'll just fuck you up because they're territorial.
That's kind of like
Scared 'em.
Uncle Audie. He only eats ass.
Yeah.
What are you saying there, taint smoker?
I saw him at Taint Smoker George Takaki.
Oh,
Just-
you got such a pet name for me. You got a homo crush on George Takai.
You
Oh
not only
my.
don't look
Oh
Japanese,
my.
you don't sound Japanese. Oh, sorry, that was the amazing Jenny fake.
Yes,
Flick. No, it was George.
I am amazing.
Well, this is true.
So amazing.
And with Daisy,
Yep.
he wouldn't be.
Yeah. So the wonders of Australia.
Oh, look, it's a place of amazing mysteries. Except for what happened to the backpackers. We all know, but we don't tell.
Well, everybody's seen that video of me down in the sewer, right? Me coming out of the sewer after chase the guys down there.
Yes.
The reason I came out is because somebody stuck their head down there saying, "There's alligators in here."
So in Australia would have gone. What?
Fuck that.
Water lizards down here, have you?
You get an alligator down here, and all he goes in a fucking 9mm. I'm gonna back out slowly,
Yeah.
and then I turn the flashlight on, and the wall's moving like in Indiana Jones and Temple Doom. Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, I've got to agree there. If you're dealing with a crocodile, you want nothing less than a 3.57 Magnum.
I want nothing less than a fucking bazooka.
No, they don't have crocodiles. They're just alligators.
Yeah,
I
nah,
keep
they're
telling
just
you to
they're
do
just water lizards. I saw some cop on
It's
one
an
of the
asshole with
YouTube
teeth. No matter how
videos
you cut it, it's an asshole with teeth.
wrestling an alligator off someone's front porch and taking it back to the water and letting it go. And I'm thinking, oh
He's
my
just gonna
fucking
come back.
God. If you tried that with a crocodile, it would eat you and take you to the water.
What are they hunting? Swamp people? Is it gator, alligator, crocodile? Gator, right?
Alligator.
You can't kill crocodiles here. It's against the law.
Why? Why?
It's against the law. They're
Why?
protected
They're-
species.
I wonder
they're
why, though.
endangered.
Yeah.
They're a
They're
native.
endangered.
Because they're
They're a
endangered
native
species.
animal. Yeah,
You
You're
can't
not allowed to
hunt.
kill 'em.
You can't hunt crocodiles here in the States.
You know why you can't? Because it tastes good. People kill them to fucking eat them. Oh, this is really good shit. You kill them.
Hey,
There's plenty of them.
They taste really strange.
So do
It's an
you,
odd
Gregory.
taste. I'm sure I do, but no, seriously, I've eaten
No.
it, and it's
Yeah.
it's an odd
Croc-
tasting meat. Odd.
Crocs are not doing so well on the.
Evolution
they've-
scale.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
hell,
the oldest living dinosaur
Yeah,
doing pretty well on the evolutionary scale.
Hey, Mandy.
Well, here the biggest problem is that
Hi,
because
Mandy.
we haven't been able to kill crocodiles for 20 years or so, is the crocodiles are getting bigger, getting more numerous, and they're eating more people. And so there's a big debate going on in Australia at the moment about whether or not to bring in limited crocodile hunting again.
Huh.
But it's a touchy subject in Australia to kill any wildlife.
Steve
You're gonna
Irwin.
get
Who's a crocodile
all the
hunter,
blue-
right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, but he didn't kill crocodiles.
No.
you're
bred them.
thinking about Paul Hogan.
No, Steve Irwin.
No, Steve Irwin was called the Crocodile Man, but he was about conserving crocodiles, not killing them and helping them and moving them away from humans so that they didn't eat them.
I understand it's a sensitive subject with you guys. You guys don't like to talk about the loss of Steve Irwin. You know, it's just.
Oh, man.
I feel.
If only he'd worn sunscreen that day, the deadly ray wouldn't have killed him.
Yeah, well, things happen.
Seriously, he was dead half an hour before I got the first joke on my phone.
Oh, geez.
Oh yeah.
That's Australia. Yeah. Hey, look, someone died. Ah!
Yeah, that guy blew himself up. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh shit! I wish I'd seen that.
I wish I was here. I remember going with a decapitation on fucking Utica Avenue in what the fuck was that street? Glenwood.
I'm sure the last words from Irwin was, "Look at this beauty."
Oh,
Nah, he would have gone, crikey.
So fucking this guy wanted to get decapitated in Utica and fucking Glenwood, and dude, the head is on one side of the car and the body's on the other side of the car. So I go ready. I'm like, Central, send the meat wagon there, me. Tell them to bring a bowling bag. My partner's like, you're so fucking bad. I'm like, oh, okay.
Elm was screwed anyway. The barb had actually penetrated his heart. And when they got him on the boat, they removed the barb, which meant he bled out instantly. But he would have bled out
Hi, Carly.
anyway. He didn't have a prayer,
Yeah.
but
If they would have left the barb in place, he might have survived to get to a hospital.
you might have got to the hospital, but chances of surviving with a
No,
stingray
spot
barb
like
in
that.
your heart.
It's amazing the number of people shot through the heart that survived.
Yes.
True. But they removed the barb, and like any stab wound, you should never remove the object. Very hard to convince someone who has a 7-inch knife hanging out his gut not to take it out. But if you want to live, don't take it out.
I've seen rookies go up there and just pull the fucking knife out. Like, no, what are you doing? Leave it.
You just killed the man, for fuck's sake.
You killed him twice. She stabbed him, and then you pulled the knife out. Leave it.
There was a couple who lived over the road from us years ago, and domestic violence situation. He was a violent drunk, and he's given her a touch up, and she's got pissed off, and she stabbed him. And the idiots, she's done a runner, and she stabbed him. Smart girl, and he's laying there, so he rings the ambos, and he's going, "Oh, I've been stabbed." And they're going, "Oh, yeah, where?" and all that shit. And they're going, "Oh, yeah.
At my house."
And he's going, "It hurts. I'm going to take it out." And they're going, no. Whatever you do, don't take the knife out. Don't take the knife out. Of course, the idiot didn't listen, pulled the knife out, and before they got there, he was deceased. And then the poor woman had to go through all the bullshit that is involved with that. But here we have a defense called battered wife defense, which is if you beat the shit out of your wife on a regular basis and she jumps up in the middle of the night and grabs a hammer, decides to beat your brains in, tough titty for you.
Bye, Artie.
Yeah. Whilst it's a little scary, it does give us men here in Australia a great deal of respect to our women folk, especially when you want to go to sleep.
Just Rogue does it for me. Rogue. Just Rogue.
Can you imagine pissing Rogue off and going to sleep?
Oh.
Nah.
She'd cut your dick off in a heartbeat.
Oh, no.
And then she'd make a piece of jewelry out of it.
Yeah.
She would serve it to you on toast in the morning.
Call.
Yeah,
How you doing?
I'm fine.
What are you wearing?
You know what, though.
Are you really
Are
furry
you
today?
wearing a fursuit?
In all honesty, nothing.
Nothing. He's wearing his fur.
He sounds a bit squirrely to me.
Definitely is squirrely.
He is, eh? Just something about it, I don't know.
Can't put my finger on it.
No! Damn, so obvious.
Hey,
Can't,
hey, Call,
can't-
do you bite?
Can't or don't want to.
Only know.
Yeah, I do that for a living.
I'll bite
Well,
if you
listen.
ask nicely.
Wow. Am I red? I probably turned red. I probably just turned red.
Little bit.
No, I may have turned red, yeah. Maybe the 3 cups of coffee have not been exactly the right thing to do. Oh, we get 10 people in here, 12 likes, 9 people watching. We're doing pretty good. For Saturday impromptu, yeah. I went live because Scriptcat wouldn't let me up because she was at the very last second. Come up, we'll go to bed.
Yeah.
Cat, you're a tease. Fucking tease. And Doofy doesn't think I love him anymore.
Damn it.
Fucking dude. Are you okay, Hank?
No.
Are you right, Spider?
Huh?
I said, are you a right, Spider?
Might survive.
Oh, fucking Hank, come on, you're a man. Rub dirt in it, let's go.
That
Hello,
came
Miss Mandy.
across to my ear as a right spider.
It's from Goodfellas. You right, Spider?
Oh, okay.
No, I was saying I was a right, Spider.
Yeah. It had me worried. I'm going, right, spider? Okay.
It's a delay.
Kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty.
Your fucking sucky
Here, kitty,
Wi-Fi out there.
I think your cat has worms. It keeps popping out of the box.
Well, folks, that's 2 hours. I got to get my oil changes and inspection on the car, so I will catch you later some other time at some other place. Maybe tonight.
Another appointment with the proctologist again?
A car inspection and oil change. Not in that order. Oil change and then a car inspection.
Yeah, he didn't say lube job.
I don't need any dick slick.
Oh, you
slick
don't
dick.
need lube.
No, I prefer dry myself.
I'm a man. I can take it hard.
Well,
Just gonna
try
go
to
home and-
behave, guys.
I'm going to go back in the bedroom and try to pull it off myself right now.
Well. Oh,
They got a little real. But guys, I'll see you in a couple hours tonight, all right? And it'll do things
All
today.
right.
Later,
all
guys.
right, folks.
Love you. Be
Ciao.
careful. Ciao. You're Australian. You're not Italian.
I know, but I say ciao.
Okay, ciao. Arrivederci.